Coming up next in sports, I try and do that.
Jessica Kent is here with sports. So I hear the Eskimos have a big coaching change.
And I also heard that Edmonton's hosting the Grey Cup this year.
Oh, absolutely. It was a huge week for the Eskimos. All that and more coming up in sports. Soccer nationals may have come and gone, but hosting the CCAA will always be a memory for NAIT soccer teams. This past week, the NAIT Ooks met their opposition for breakfast before kicking off the CCAA Nationals.
I think we have just as good of a chance as everyone else. If we play our game and stick to our game plan, I think we have a pretty good chance.
Proud of hosting the event, NAIT coaches and athletes welcomed their competition of 300 athletes and 12 different teams to their home turf.
I think certainly home fan support will be massive. And that can help players if they start to struggle a bit when you've got 50 family and friends behind kind of helping you out, cheering you on. That's going to bring you up a little bit.
To find out who won the gold medal between the Ooks women and FX Garneau, visit nait.ca. The MFC fighters came to West Edmonton Mall this week to bear all to the world before their big fight last Friday.
154.6 for Brad Cardinal.
For the first time in Maximum Fighting history, the whole world can now watch an official MFC weigh-in online.
Doing this, you get to test yourself each and every day, overcoming your nerves, your anxiety, your fear, and overcoming that challenge. This really grows your character.
I just plan on putting my fist to his face, especially right now.
Viewers can see how these martial arts masters prep for a fight and what happens when they meet their match.
I'm not really a trash talker or anything like that. I mean, nothing I say or nothing my opponent's going to say is going to make a difference in the outcome. So I'm just kind of like, hey, let's do it. Let's get down,
To watch the official weigh-in video online, visit ustream.tv. The Canadian Finals Rodeo made its way back to our city this past week. Before kicking things off, the stars of the rodeo give a little back to their youngest fans. Rodeo magic was in the air as over 150 special needs kids met the rodeo stars to learn just what it takes to be a real-life cowboy.
The kids just love it so much, so it makes you want to come back every year. You're not going to see a better rodeo anywhere in the world. Doesn't matter where you go, the top guys and the top animals are here.
CFR is the biggest indoor rodeo in Canada, earning its 37th year at Rexall Place, bringing contestants from Canada, the States, and this year Australia. We won't be hearing touchdown Eskimos anymore this season, but we will be hearing whistles, cheering, and live music from thousands of football fans this November. Churchill Square will be undergoing a Grey Cup makeover in preparation for the 2010 Grey Cup Festival.
It's all going to be a very big festival with very different components, but I think it'll make for a good time.
It may be empty now, but a 20,000 square foot tent will fill this area for the kickoff party on November 24th.
We're putting a mini field on the City Hall Plaza. We're putting a 80-foot tall zip line tower next to the clock tower at City Hall. It only comes around once every 8 years or so. So I hope they remember it as a big mix, a good party, and just a great time.
These streets are expected to have 200,000 to 300,000 people visiting from all over Canada. Come down and check out the festival from November 24th to the 28th. This week I had to lace up my figure skates and hit the arena. I thought I had the potential to become the next Jamie Salé, but boy, was I wrong. So I'm here at the Royal Glenora Club with Corinne, who's going to try and teach me how to figure skate. We'll see how it goes. Corinne, what are we doing today?
Today we're going to learn a spiral, a spin, and an easy jump.
All right, let's try it.
Okay.
Knowing that I've only skated a handful of times, Corinne decided it would be best for me to keep both skates on the ice for my first trick. So I tried out spinning.
I could only do one. Make sure I hug my teddy.
She taught me to hug my teddy bear to gain speed.
Oh, that one wasn't bad.
That was good. Not bad is pretty good for me, but let's just say I was about 1,000 turns away from making the Olympic team. Next it was time for the easy jump. I think a more suitable name would be death jump. Jumping on ice is definitely easier said than done. But I was determined. How can I become an Olympian if I don't practice? I was taught the proper takeoff and landing positions to perfectly complete my waltz jump. I'm actually surprised I didn't waltz jump my way down till I was flat on the ice. Last, but certainly not least, was the spiral. After a quick warm-up, this one-legged stunt was actually the easiest for me to do, and the most fun. It didn't come without any bruises though. It was the easiest for me, but the only one I took a tumbling with. Figure that. I do realize I'm nowhere close to being the next gold medalist, but I had fun and tried my hardest. What more can I do?
Look, I'm just like Corinne now. Well, this has been Jessica Kent in my fancy little attire with End Zone Challenge.